Art is like therapy for me. When life feels too hectic, it could make me relax, just like when you listen to peaceful music or song. For me personally, beautiful visuals bring me joy and kind of new layers of emotion and imagination. And the act of combining, creating, coloring, editing, shaping are just my way to escape this messy thought for a while. My name is Afina. I'm a graphic design enthusiast. Not really sure when it started, but I remember that I've always been a huge fan of magazines. All about it got me excited, like the colors, the images, the typography, the layout. I won some drawing competition when I was about 7 or 8 and joined a drawing club before my interest shifted more towards writing. I love being in the bookstore, like choosing among those books. And the first thing I saw was always the cover. And I always thought that it would be great, I think, if we can be the one who designed those covers one day, like book cover designer. Looking back, my father was a geologist, my mother's a housewife, my sister studied chemistry, and my brother pursued mechanical engineering. To sum up, I feel like I'm the only one in the family who has an interest in art. Turned out that my grandfather was a famous painter, as well as both my uncles who were actually talented artists, and my mother, she's really good at drawing. I caught her doing some doodling sometimes, and that was the moment I realized that the artistic talent ran deep in our family. Why I like graphic design? The digital plays a big role. Like, it makes everything so much more accessible and easier. The pleasure, of course, is to be able to bring our ideas to life, like turning them into something more concrete. We know that today, with digital software and online resources, it's super easy to visualize and create exactly what we have in mind. Even if we make a mistake along the way, there's no harm to restart all over again. I feel like having this tremendous canvas, an infinite workspace where nothing exists except for us and our creativity. Also, it's feels like privilege to be able to express and challenge our creativity every single day. And the cherry on top, I get paid for it. The best part is I can work from anywhere, as long as we have our laptop and, of course, internet connection. It's like a dream job, at least for me. Talking about bad experience, working with clients with different vision or taste could be complicated sometimes. Like there could be a million drafts before finally coming back to the very first draft. Like what we imagine, what we had in mind may be different with what the client want. And there's this time when I have no choice but using the font that I dislike the most, simply because the client insisted on it. So what can I say? The customer is always right, even if the design suffers a little. Meeting deadlines could also be a challenge, I think. Most graphic designers are night person because it's easier to find inspiration during the quiet of the night and between the dark, I guess. But fortunately, I am both night owl and early bird, so adjusting my working hours comes naturally. My best creation, I have this random hobby of collecting coffee paper cups with cool design. So one day I made it into a real project called Time Capsule with an U for cup, which is basically a collection of memories where each cup triggers an impression of reminiscence that brings back and reactivates a particular memory of what we saw, what we heard, and what we felt while drinking coffee at the time. Not only that, it also shows and recommend you where to find good coffee. I wish that, I plan to keep making my imagination real, bring out every little thing from my head into something more visual, with, of course, the support of graphic design. And we know that the creative and digital field grow really fast, so I have to keep learning and growing and catching up to stay ahead of the game, to ensure that we won't be replaced by artificial intelligence. There are countless great graphic designers out there. It's not a crime to dream of becoming one of them, right?